Good morning, children. Today we'll start with the second term syllabus with the topic adverbs. Children, in order to know the meaning of anything, especially for English, it's advised that try to break the word. Try to break the word. You will probably get its meaning many a times. Same is the case here. We'll start by breaking the word adverbs and let's see what comes out of it. Now, a word to be understood in English or to get the sense of its spelling, how to spell it, we usually break it with a vowel sound. Here, if I try to break this word adverbs, I'll break it with ad sound and verb. See, both of these have a vowel there, A and E. So, ad plus verbs make it adverbs, and the meaning which we can inference is that adverbs add something to verbs. The basic function of an adverb is to add to a verb. Now, what does it make of a verb? Let's read here. The word that adds to the meaning of a verb, an adjective, or even an adverb is known as adverb. So basically it has three functions. It adds to the meaning of number 1 verb, number 2 adjective, and number 2 adverb itself. So you need to have the basic knowledge of all these three concepts or topics: verb, adjective, and adverb. Verb is action word, adjective is a qualifying word for a noun or a pronoun, and adverb, as I told here, something that adds to the meaning of a verb. This page, children, you will read after your particular topic, be it kinds of adverb or formation of adverbs, is over. Once you will watch the video and understand the topic, then you'll give a reading to it, because it's a summary of what you will be learning on the pages further. So let's start. Today we will be doing use and formation of adverbs and kinds of adverb. The session is going to be a bit longer, so either it will be in 2 parts, or you can do one thing: take rest in between when you feel that you're not getting anything from what I am speaking, and then resume the video. So, an adverb is a word that tells us more about a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. As I said earlier, you need to have the basic knowledge of what is a verb, what is an adjective, and what is an adverb itself. And basically, or you can say just in simple words, you need to remember, verb is the action word here. Adjective is the word that qualifies a noun or a pronoun. And an adverb itself, as we said, that adverb tells something about a verb or adds meaning to a verb. Here are the examples to explain you how an adverb explains, or you can say adds meaning to a verb, to an adjective, or to an adverb. See the example: Jalpa sings well. Here the word well is an adverb. And which word it is qualifying? It is qualifying sings. And what is sings here, bache? Sings is the action done by Jalpa. So this well becomes an adverb which is qualifying the verb sings. This soap is delicately perfumed. Now what we are talking about? We are talking about soap. And what is the quality of the soap? That it is perfumed. It has a nice smell, fragrance, you can say. So this soap is perfumed. Okay? Perfumed is the adjective here. It is telling the quality of the soap. And the word delicately is adding to the information or adding to the adjective, that is perfumed. That is how delicately, which is an adverb, is describing perfumed. Next, he speaks very fluently. If I skip this word very here, the answer is he speaks fluently. Okay, and now if I consider the word fluently, it has been used to describe or to add something to the meaning of the verb speaks. But taking very in between will describe not speaks, it will be describing or adding to the adverb fluently. Another important thing is to remember there is that children, most of the adverbs are ending in ly. Most of the adverbs, usually you can say in the basic classes or in the formative years of your education, we teach you like that any word which has ly at the end is an adverb. But that is a concept to be understood only by class 1 and 2 or 3 children. Now here you will come across many words which do not have ly but they function as an adverb. So we'll take up those later on, but for the time being you can remember maximum or most of the adverbs end in ly. So he speaks very fluently. Speak is my verb. How does she speak? Fluently. This becomes an adverb, and very is adding something to this word fluently, so very becomes an adverb describing the adverb fluently. I hope you got it. Next, she spoke to me in a polite manner. Actually, we missed something here. This one. A phrase which functions as an adverb is also called an adverbial phrase or simply adverbial. As we did to children, adjectival phrases. Phrases are nothing but group of words that give you a meaning but incomplete. They have some meaning but the meaning is incomplete. They make the complete sense when you add certain more words with them. So adverbial phrase or adverbial is nothing but group of words which function same as that is done by adverb. When you will read here, you will understand. See the marked part, in a polite manner. I could have written here politely also, but it has been used in a polite manner. So what it is? It is an adverbial phrase. See, in a polite manner, this becomes a group of words. It has some meaning but an incomplete one. So it is known as a phrase. So this has been used for the verb spoke. And that is how adverbial in a polite manner describes the verb spoke. It is only to understand that even a group of words can be an adverb. Next, formation of adverbs. Now all these bullet marks are very important and actually they are nothing but the rules of spelling. Here the cases of adverbs, so they are giving you the spelling rules. As you have done the certain rules regarding changing nouns, for example leaf, if you have to make a plural of that, what you do? You drop F and you use VES. Same way, or let us take the word city, it ends in a Y, and when you make plural of it, you drop Y and you use IES. Same way, to frame an adverb, there are certain rules. You'll be reading all these rules. I've written here, go through each rule. You will be reading all these rules. They're not very difficult and you will be reading them for yourself. Any doubt you have, you may put up in the Zoom session. Next, what is important have been starred here. So please focus on this. Some adverbs do not end with ly. As I said, most of them end in ly. It's written here also. Most adverbs, especially adverbs of manner, are formed by adding ly to adjectives. Same way, some adverbs do not end in with ly. For example, fast, very, quiet, well. These do not end in ly. Not all words that end in ly are adverbs. Now don't take it for granted. Ma'am said maximum and most of the adverbs are with ly, have ly at the end, so those will be adverbs. It is not the case, beta. As I said, that was a thing to be learned by class 1, 2 and 3 children. You are in a class, a higher standard there. So just takes the example here. See the word, a lonely boy. Now taking ly here, you cannot mark it as an adjective. I'm sorry, you cannot mark it as an adverb. Actually, this word lonely, friendly, lovely, they are describing boy, which is a noun, neighbors, which is a noun, present, this is a gift. Okay, this present means gift. So this is also a noun. And we have done in our previous term, a word that describes a noun is an adjective. Next, some adverbs have two forms, one with ly and one without, each of which has a different meaning. See the example. This rule or this information is clear when we read it here. See the word hard, hardly, late, lately. It means that, what is the rule, bache? That rule is that some adverbs have two forms, one with ly and one without, each of which has a different meaning. Read it. He worked very hard, which means that he worked a lot. He hardly works. If I add ly here, it means that he does almost no work and never he is interested to work. I got up late in this morning. So when did you get up? You got up late. I haven't seen Tony lately. Here adding ly changes the meaning of this word late, changes the meaning of the word, and it means recently, कि मैंने उसे अभी थोड़े दिनों पहले देखा था. सॉरी, नहीं देखा था, कुछ दिनों से उसे नहीं देखा. Some words are used both as adverbs and adjectives. One must pay attention to the usage in order to tell the part of the speech to which these words belong. Now, usage is very important, beta. Sometimes you feel that you are stuck up and you are confused whether it is an adjective or an adverb. Now, the usage will make it clear. That is why I said in the beginning, the basic information of the topics should be there with you. Now, as an adjective, it will add a meaning to a noun or a pronoun. So, you have to check, as I taught you here, that all ly words are not adverbs. Here, lonely was describing boy, friendly was describing neighbors, lovely was describing present. And all these words, boy, neighbors, present, these are nouns. So, any word that describes a noun will be taken as an adjective. See here, she shouted in a loud voice. Now, loud is my adverb. And what is it describing? It is describing voice. It is describing voice. And voice is a noun. So, you may consider कि shouted को describe कर रहा है, तो adverb बोलोगे. बेटा ये adverb नहीं है. She shouted. Agreed कि verb हमारी shouted है. How did she shout? Loud voice. And this loud word is describing voice, not shouted. ठीक है? So shouted is my verb, voice is my noun, and that is how the word loud will be an adjective, not an adverb. It may seem to be an adverb, but it is not the adverb, so usage matters. Kindly do not talk so loud. Now see here, kindly do not talk. What is my verb? Do not talk. And how shouldn't we talk? Loud. We shouldn't talk loud. So now this word loud is describing the verb do not talk. I hope you are getting it. That is how it is an adverb, not an adjective. The simple words, you take it that whenever you are confused whether this word is an adjective or an adverb, you just check whether it is describing a noun or a pronoun, or the word is describing a verb. For a verb description, the word will be an adverb, and in the other case, it will be an adjective. Next, this is an explanation, and give a reading to this. Here you will come to know the difference between the word, whether the underlined words are adjective or adverbs. See here, the word fast has been used for bowler, and here fast has been used for the action, that is a verb, bowls. ठीक है बेटा, तो when it is a verb, it will be an adverb, and when it is for a noun, then it will be an adjective. This page is your homework. Try doing it. Answers will be sent to you. Now come to the topic, kinds of adverbs. As I said, the session will be a longer one. I'll try to complete it either before it gets very lengthy, or what we will do, in parts we will take up the topic. Just to recall, adverb tells you, or it adds something to the meaning of a verb, an adjective, and an adverb itself. So the three concepts, verb, adjective, adverb, must be clear to you if you need to understand what is kinds of adverbs. Here बच्चे, the topic has been it's covering two things, kinds and their position. The position points I have marked here, 1A, 1B, 1C, like this. All these are position related rules. For position, we will be having a next session there, or a new different session. For the time being, we will be taking up only what are the kinds of adverbs there. And when you take up the session for the second time, you please write it there, 1A, B, C, whatever is written with pencil here, you please mention it in your book, so that when you take up the session on this topic, it becomes easy for you to understand. I have got to know in first term, many of you are not at all regular in taking up your classes there, or the Zoom sessions as well as your video sessions, offline sessions, but children, and that creates a problem. You were asking for answers, you were asking for many other things for the exam day. So please be careful. At least this marking and all, you must do it beforehand, and it is must to do. That helps you to grasp the rules better. So let's start. Kinds of adverbs. First kind is adverb of manner. 5 types you have already done, I suppose. Manner, place, time, frequency, duration, degree. Even I think that makes a 6. You have already done there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 you have already done in your class 5. So let's take these 6 first. Adverb of manner will tell us how or in what manner something is done or happens. Something is done or happens means a verb. How did an action, how has an action taken place? And usually it will answer your question, how. Let's see the example. The phone rang suddenly. How did the phone ring? Suddenly. I do my work honestly. How do you do your work? I do my work honestly. He cried loudly. How did he cry? Loudly. So it will answer you how. It's written here. Tell us how. Next, adverb of place tells us where. Place word is for place word. Question for place we usually use a question word, where. So this will tell you where something is done or happens, means it will tell you the place of the action. He lives here. Where does he live? The girls are sleeping upstairs. Where are the girls sleeping? So all the questions which you put up are related to your verb. This thing you have to keep in mind. Your questions will come related to the verb only. Okay. After lunch, all the boys went outside. Where did the boy go? Oh, they went outside. So all these underlined words are telling the place where the action took place. Where he lives. Where are the girls sleeping? Where did the boys go? Next, time will tell you when the action took place. He came yesterday. He left early. The underlined words are adverbs. So I'll be taking, as I said, the ones which you have already done. Frequency. Frequency tells you how often. This you have to keep in mind. The words, the main words. Manner is for how. Place is for where. Time is for when. And frequency will tell you how often something is done or happens. Example, he is often absent. How many times or how often is he absent? Not many times. Many times will come. It will answer. Many times will come for duration. Okay, when you can give the exact time, that is for duration. And here it will be how often. He is often absent. So often. The magazine comes out weekly. How often the magazine comes? It comes out weekly. And here is a list of words which are taken under the category adverbs of frequency. Then comes duration. Duration, as I said, will give you the exact time, okay, the period of action. So that is how it will tell us how long something is done or happens. See here, 3 hours, in a week's time, temporarily. All these words are giving you the duration. 1, 2, 3. You can say when you can count this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that, or something that gives you a feeling the length of the duration of the action. It will automatically be the adverb of duration. At times you get stuck up and confused for frequency and duration. That time, children, you have to put up the question, is the sentence answering how long or it is answering how often? That is how you will be able to mark the correct adverb. Here is the list again. Give a reading to this. Then comes the sixth one, adverb of degree. Degree will tell you the level or extent that something is done or it happens. Degree tells us the level or extent that something is done or happens. See, she is beautiful. Now let's take this. She is beautiful. Now beautiful here is the adjective, bache. It is adjective, and the word very is telling us how beautiful she is. So that is how it has become the degree. हिंदी में आप सोच सकते हैं कितनी, ओके, ना कितनी बारी, ना कितनी often, it is only कितनी, डिग्री, जिसे इंटेंसिटी आप समझते हैं, ठीक है. That is how. He walks slowly. Let's forget this word to here. Okay, he walks slowly. Now walks is my verb, slowly is the adverb. But the word to is telling us how the level, or you can say the extent to which he walks slow. That is too slowly. Okay, so this has become the degree. Next, the water in the pond is dirty. If I remove this word extremely, it is dirty. Dirty will become what? The water in the pond is dirty. Now dirty is about the word water. It has nothing to do with the action word here. So dirty is an adjective, and this word extremely is adding to this word dirty, which is an adjective. So again, how dirty it is? It is how much dirty? It is very dirty or extremely dirty, and that is how this has become adverbs or adverb of degree. Again, go through this, read and keep these words in mind. Rest of the adverb bache, 6th and 8th. Let's take up 8th one first. Okay, 8th is very easy. Again, I would like to say that please focus when you take up kinds of adverbs, bache, just focus that they add to an adverb, they add to an adjective, and they add to a verb. Basically means the first function is to add to the meaning of a verb, but they do add meaning to adjective and an adverb itself. Interrogation. Now interrogation meaning is questioning. Interrogation means questions. So adverb of interrogation will ask questions about the verb, adjective or an adverb itself. Interrogation means question. Is very easy to remember this. Interrogation means you are questioning somebody. So they will ask questions about the verb, adjective or an adverb itself. Let's see, they have written there, they include words such as why, when, where, how. Now it happens many times. आपने कोई गलती करी है suppose, ठीक है, तो क्या होता है, कब की, क्यों की, कहाँ की, ठीक है, और कैसे कर ली आपने ये गलती. तो यूजुअली ये क्वेश्चंस आते हैं ना मम्मा के या किसी एल्डर के, ठीक है ना. सो दैट इज़ हाउ यू कैन रिमेंबर इट. इट इज़ वाई, व्हेन, वेयर, हाउ. And see here, where do you live? The question word where is about living. Is about living. So living is the action verb here. When did he come? Again you are asking the time at which he came there. So when is my adverb of interrogation. Why are you laughing? Question is about laughing. The reason for laughing, and laughing is the action. So why has become adverb of interrogation. Now let's come to the last one here. I suppose I did not miss anything. Adverb of number. Now number, the meaning itself is clear. It will indicate number or sequence. Sequence of what? Sequence of action, sequence of an adjective, or sequence of an adverb. They include words such as firstly, secondly, yearly, once, etc. Now these words are here also. If you take notice, if you have noticed there, they are here also. Once, twice, and again yearly. When weekly is here, yearly can also be taken here. So you have to be very careful whether it is telling you the number or it is telling you the answer for how often. Let's check the example here. They saw me once. Now once gives you a number. ठीक है बेटा, लेकिन जब हम मंथली पढ़ते हैं, वीकली पढ़ते हैं, वो हमें आइडिया नहीं देता 1 2, बस आपको क्या बताता है, हाउ ऑफन द थिंग इज डन. So when you get an idea of a number, when you get the answer in numbers for an action, for an adverb, for an adjective, then you will put it as adverb of number. This note is also very important. If a sentence contains more than one adverb, now this is about positioning of adverbs, but we can do it here because reason is that all these three: manner, place, frequency and time are very clear to you. So I'll be taking it up under kinds of adverbs only. If a sentence contains more than one adverb or adverbial phrases, these should be placed in the order. You cannot randomly put those words wherever you feel like. No, there is a position of every adverb in a sentence. And a very quick way to remember is that MPFT. M is for manner, P is for place, F is for frequency and T is for time. But again, I would like to say, when you have to use these words, you must know their meaning also. Which word is manner adverb, which is a place adverb, which is a frequency adverb, and which is a time adverb. So everything is related, beta. You cannot straight away jump to the position without knowing what is an adverb. And you cannot jump to the order of adverb without knowing the kinds of adverb and what is an adverb. So the quick way to remember is MPFT. The verb smell, look, sound, feel, taste, etc. take an adjective and not an adverb. Now this is a rule. All these words will never take an adverb. They will always take an adjective. So even if you find that smells and feels are your verbs, but they will never be qualified by an adverb, they will be qualified by an adjective only. This is a rule there. Read, the flower smells sweet. We will never write sweetly. He feels sad. You will never write sadly. So you have to remember that smell, look, sound, feel, taste. If these words are here and after that a word, the describing word is there, that is not an adverb, but that will be an adjective. That's all for this session, children. So please go through your book content as well once you have finished with the watching and listening to the video. And as I said, it is very important to mark all this what I have marked, so that when you have a test or an exam, you do not get stuck up. What did I explain you? And with YouTube videos, you are always at an ease to watch the videos anytime you feel like, but don't keep your work pending, children, and otherwise it will simply lead to piling up of the work and nothing else. Your homework is mentioned here. It will also be sent through the message in the group. And page number 269, you'll solve full 72, 73 A, B, C, G parts, and 76 to 76 only A, B and E parts. It's related to formation of adverbs and kinds of adverb. Bye children, have a nice day.